Hi guys, Mrs. Valdivia again. Okay, so I want to go over our syllabus for our asynchronous class that we have here. So this is Chem 10, so introductory chemistry. It's 4 units total. I'm Mrs. Valdivia. I'm your instructor. The best way to contact me is via email. Okay, so nancy.valdivia@chaffey.edu. I speak Spanish. That's about it, English and Spanish. So if you need help with that translation, I can help you a little bit with that. I don't have any office hours yet. Those are to be announced depending on what the department has available. If they do give me office hours, I will offer them to you and we will Zoom together. Until then, please contact me via email at nancy.valdivia@chaffey.edu. Okay. All right, so this is an asynchronous course, which means there's 0 mandatory sessions. Some prerequisites, they're not mandatory anymore, but highly recommended before you start taking a chemistry course is that you have at least some basic math knowledge. We do some basic math here in Chem 10, so just kind of be aware that you're going to be asked to do some mathematics. Okay. Things that we're going to need, you're going to need your introductory chemistry book by Rebel. Okay, now we are online, so having the physical hard book isn't really going to do much unless you need it for your studying habits, like whatever your studying habits may be. We do have the ebook available to us. You have it available to you when you purchase it. You have to purchase the Achieve code in order to do our Achieve assignments. Okay. So here's the access code for Achieve. This is where we do our homework and we do all our classworks and anything like that. That's where you're going to get your book access as well. Okay, so you could purchase it directly through Achieve. You could purchase the code through the bookstore. It's a lot faster when you purchase it via Achieve. You're going to need the access code for LabFlow as well. This is your online subscription for our labs. So all labs that we do, you're going to need LabFlow. And I highly recommend you get yourself a calculator for the course. Okay? No graphing calculators or cell phones. Get yourself a normal, regular calculator to do the work. Cell phones don't really work all the time. They don't have the best apps for it, and you can mess up drastically on your work. All right, so this is our student learning outcomes, some of the major skills that we would like to learn while we're taking this course. Please feel free to go over them at your own time. You could always access the syllabus via Canvas. All right, so our grading guidelines. This is something like everyone's like, I just want to know, like, what's the grade? How do I grade? Things like that. All right, so in our course, we're going to have participation or discussion, and these are basically going to be graded as complete or incomplete. So you have to meet all the qualifications to get a complete. If you don't meet them, you're going to get an incomplete. They're quite simple. It's basically talk about 2 things about the chapter that you need help with, and then you reply to two other of your peers' responses, their questions. Okay, and we do those weekly. So 1 discussion a week. I might throw in a couple for like extra credit or something like that, but we do 1 discussion a week. The Achieve online homework is 15% of your grade. Okay, so you need to make sure you get that Achieve code. Quizzes are 10% of our grade. We have a quiz once a week, and we're going to be using Active or Chem 101 for that one. And I'll show you guys the links for those in the Navigating Canvas video that I'll make. We have labs, 20%. Okay, department policy not going to be changed. Exams and final exam. Okay. So you'll notice that assessments are a huge part here. If we add up total, we get 30, 50, right? 60. So 60% of your overall grade is going to be based on assessments. Okay. This is our grading scale. Okay. Now, I don't curve in the class, and the reason I don't curve in the class is because your grading scale is already curved. So if we look at the grading scale, anything below a 60 is an F. 66.9 to a 60 is a D. So in order to get a C in the course, you need a 67%. Okay, so if you get a 67.0, you'll get a C in the course. To get a B in the course, you need a 78.9. Okay, so this is where my curves come in. To get an A in the course, you just need an 89%. Okay, so an 89% to get an A in the course. So yeah, assignments are always posted on the respective sites. You have an assignment every week. So there is no, oh, I didn't see anything this week. Every week you have an assignment, right? You're going to need to refer to your syllabus as well to look at those assignments, right? If for some reason the calendar on Canvas is glitching, right, and it's not showing you your assignments, that is no excuse. You have your syllabus printed out, you know what is due ahead of time. Make sure you get it done. This is our syllabus right here. Okay, so you'll notice this first column is the week. Put these on, the light's hurting me. This one is the week. Now we have the assignments that we have due, right? We have the Canvas discussion. It's weekly. They open up on Monday. Some of them open up like on Saturday ahead of time. But they're all going to be closed on Wednesday, okay, by 11:55 p.m. Unless stated otherwise. All discussions are due on Wednesday. So this first week, your first assignment, your first discussion is due this Wednesday. Okay? Now, it's not going to be on chapter 1. It's actually going to be on yourself. So it's going to be an introduction. So it's actually introduction discussion. Oops, introduction. All right. Then we have active. So active is formerly known as Chem 101. This is where our quizzes are going to be. Now you're going to have a weekly quiz unless stated otherwise that it's being canceled or whatnot. But the quizzes are also due on Wednesday. So discussion Wednesday, quiz Wednesday, right? So whether you're going to have a discussion before you take your quiz, like what are some of the things you need help with? Maybe those are the questions you could ask on your discussion so that your peers could reply back to them. The sooner you do your discussion, the sooner you could get a reply back from your peer to help you out. Your first quiz is going to be this Wednesday on chapter 1. Okay, so it's going to be on chapter 1. Your achieved classwork and homework. Okay, so they open up Monday and they're also closed on Wednesday. So this is just your classwork, not the homework. And what this is, it's basically review, read, and practice. So it has you read through the sections and it marks you and it grades you for reading your assignments and answering a few of those questions. And it lets you go over them like a billion times so that you could get 100% on this. So this is due Wednesday. This is your reading assignments. Okay, so this is your reading assignments, your quiz, and your discussions. All three of these are due Wednesday. Now let's look at your labs. Your labs are due on Saturdays. Okay, so labs are due on Saturdays. They're divided into 2 sections for a total of 100 points. You have pre-lab and you have report. Okay, so the pre-lab are quizzes that you take before you start your report, and the report is the actual physical lab that you're going to be doing. Then you have your achieve homework. Achieve homework is also due on Saturdays. Okay, so these are more of just questions based on all our readings and everything that you've done so far. Guided inquiry practice, those kind of stuff. And then finally, the exam section. So you'll notice no exam first week, but you do have an exam the second week. Exam on chapter 1 and chapter 2. Those two are like the easiest chapters here. Easiest chapters, okay? And then taking these quizzes are going to completely help you out with that. So don't even worry about them. Okay. Study, but don't freak out. All right. So as you can see, every week has assignments posted on it. I would just go through it, highlight, cross off what you've done, write notes on things you need to get done, and complete it. Okay. Don't ever go, oh, hey, I have nothing to do. As you can see, there's something every week. This is a high-speed course, so we had to compact everything together in order to get a full semester in these short 14 weeks. When's our final exam? Our final exam is actually on April 20th. It's going to open up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and it's going to close April 21st. Okay? So it's only going to be open for those 2 days. Only those 2 days, right? So make sure that you plan ahead and set some time aside to take that final exam. Okay, now as we look at these, you'll notice, what was I going to say? For your exams, okay, most of them open up on Saturday and they close on Sunday. Okay, so they open Saturday and close Sunday. So it's a weekend exam for you guys to take. It gives you over 24 hours, so it's like almost 48 hours to take the exam. Make sure you set your time aside to take your exam. Once the assignment closes, they're closed for good. Okay, so don't forget to take your assignments. There is no late work, zero late work available for this 14-week course. We are moving fast. Okay, so we are moving fast. Stay on it. Remember, Wednesdays and Saturdays are your very, very important days. And if you have an exam, that weekend is important, right? 2 hours out of your weekend is all it's going to take for those exams. All right. Dun. Okay, very importantly is everything goes through Canvas. All your Canvas announcements, okay, I post them on Canvas. So the first email you guys are going to get from me is going to be directly from the school email site. But after that, everything's going to go on Canvas. So make sure that you turn on your notification preferences to notify me right away when I've made any kind of changes on our Canvas or post an announcement. Okay. Dropping the course, it's your responsibility to drop the course. If you want to receive your W or anything like that, you got to drop your course ahead of time. Just let me know. Be courteous if you're going to drop it. Shoot me an email. That way I could change things up on my end over here. This one. So please don't email me about what's going to be on the exam. You guys kind of already know by looking at your syllabus. What's your grade on the exam? You're going to know this as soon as you take it, and when the exams close, as soon as the exam closes for everyone, you're going to get your posted grades and whatnot. Okay. All right. Attendance and participation. Okay. So it's vital that you attend all of these courses, or you do all your assignments. Obviously, we're not meeting like a traditional classroom, okay? But we are going to have those discussions. We are doing the achieve and whatnot. So you need to participate with your discussions, okay? You need to make sure that you're kept up on your work. There is no emailing me and saying, hey, I've been super busy and I haven't done my labs the last 5 weeks. Can I just make up all 5 of my labs? The answer is going to be no. Okay, there's no makeup of anything. Okay, and here's something pertaining to labs. Students who do not complete the first week's online assignments or are absent for 2 weeks or more of this 14-week course, let's change that to 14, or miss more than 2 labs, you're going to be dropped or you're going to get an F, a fail. Now, I'm just going to fail you. I'm not going to bother dropping you. I'm just going to fail you. I will email you ahead of time when you're missing your labs and give you your warning, but After that, if you continue to miss, you're just going to get an F in the course. So make sure that you stay on task. Okay, late policy, no late work accepted. We're a fast-paced course. We don't got time for that, right? We're all adults. We can manage our time correctly and get this stuff going, right? If you miss an exam, a 0 is going to be recorded as the score. Okay, so your responsibility to take your exams by the due date. Same goes for all other assignments that we have. One of the things, what did I want to mention? Oh, I was going to mention something and completely blanked out on it, but I'll remember. Okay, and if you keep scrolling downwards, we have standards, conduct, diversity statements. Please feel free to read through this, the disability programs. If you are a DSP student, right, email me with your information if you're going to need any kind of anything that I need to know about. Okay, just shoot me an email, all right? We'll talk, we'll communicate, we'll get things going. Student success centers, you can go to these actually, and they have free tutoring. So whether you live by Chino, Fontana, or Rancho campus, all of these have great success centers. They have teachers there or people with bachelors that are willing to help you, right, in the course. So they'll tutor you with your chemistry, with your math, if you need help with math. You could also in the success center get help with how to take notes, how to manage your time correctly. They help you with all of that. Okay? So all of this, just scroll through to find whatever you might need help with. If you need mental health evaluations or help, by all means, the Rancho campus has that for you as well. All sorts of classes. So, all right, you guys. That right there is our syllabus in a nutshell. Okay, make sure to turn on notifications for Canvas, so that way you can get all sorts of notifications, yippee-yo, for our class. Uh, Print the syllabus out and cross off each assignment as you get it done, right? It's the most satisfying thing to cross off it and you'll be like, oh, done, right? Before you guys know it, this week is this course is going to be done and over with, right?